joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go. Break. Single, single.
He might want another play.
Black 14.
They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to pass, it's Glagway. That's reeled in, it's ball. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got enough for the first.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might as well stick with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and it's hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain. And now they're forced to punt.
Looking for the 1st down, Texas A&M lines up on 4th. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's ball. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the grab, it's Hawkins.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the 1st down. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move their defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break up the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
Black 14! Black 14!
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Jackson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to slam it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Reed. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the outside. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Concepcion. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Lost a throw, he's working against the clock. Going for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop and limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. On the move at the 30. Oh, a lot of space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Lagway. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
He'll take a shot. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Man, that's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding, have a long drive, and really shift that momentum back to your offense.
Looking down the middle, working on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. DB's right up on the receiver. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the stomping has commenced.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Finds finds his man. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Aggies! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good.
That makes the score Texas A&M 42, Florida 10.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Lagway. Here comes the heat. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That's caught. It's Jackson. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Aggies! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Here's a heat. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Snap from the gun on third down. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB, because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. The Gators in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throwing right. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. Makes the ground. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but this live.
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Oh, he got loose. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, beat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they
throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Flagway. Looking left. And he throws another interception. Bringing it back. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Florida, 17.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.